Welcome back to Tampa, Florida, Lady Statesmen softball fans and the University of Tampa for the NCAA Division II South Region 2 tournament. Lady Statesmen warming up behind me right now for day 2. After falling to host Tampa yesterday, Lady Statesmen now set to face Palm Beach Atlantic in the first elimination game. The Sailfish from PBA facing elimination after losing to Valdosta State on day 1. So the second day of the tournament pitted the Lady Statesmen against Palm Beach Atlantic in a win or go home situation. DSU gets things going quickly in the bottom of the first inning. Leadoff batter Cassidy Talley is walked. Then there's a reason she's leading the nation in stolen bases. First she takes second and then third, and she is ready to score. Mariah Alvarez up to bat. She grounds out to second, but that brings Tally home, and just like that, the Lady Statesmen are up 1-0. Later in the inning, Amber Adcock gets on base, then Taylor Holland moves her over with a hit into left field. Unfortunately, Adcock and Holland are stranded when the inning ends. Top of the second with PBA batting, Sailfish have a runner on, but she doesn't go anywhere when DSU pitcher Miller Maddox gets the batter to go down swinging. Very next batter hits the ball into the ground, so it's kind of a pop-up. Shortstop Amber Adcock gets a hold of it, ends the half inning with a throw to first base. Lady Statesmen still leading 1-0. Top of the third, Sailfish batting again. Adcock retires the side after catching a line drive from PBA. In the fourth, DSU gets a double play here when third baseman Brooke Klein steps on third and then gets the runner at first. PBA threatened to score a few times in that inning, but Holland ends it with a play at second base. Fifth inning now, a walk puts a runner on for the Sailfish, but more great Delta defense when catcher Madison Zoller grabs the bunt, gets the batter out at first. Klein puts her body in front of the ball at third here, looks the runner back, gets the out. PBA manages to score one and tie it up, then gets the bases loaded, but DSU puts a stop to anything more when Adcock makes a play at short. A stellar defense continues in the sixth with the score tied 1-1. PBA has runners on second and third. Klein with another play, stopping a would-be hit and getting the out at home. Top of the seventh now, PBA has taken the lead 2-1. Line drive from the Sailfish, but Adcock jumps up to grab it. Now 2 outs down. PBA scores again, so when Delta comes up to bat in the bottom of the seventh, with one last chance, Lady Statesmen have to score. Klein is the first batter up. She hits a double when the ball drops in shallow right field. That is followed by 2 outs and a walk. So 2 runners on from Mariah Alvarez. She sends a key hit up the middle. Pinch runner Ashley Lazinski rounds third and scores. DSU trails 3-2. A bit of an odd decision here for Palm Beach Atlantic. The Sailfish intentionally walked Delta's number 3 hitter Caitlin Moore with 2 outs, and that makes it bases loaded. Amber Adcock up next. She likes the 1-1 pitch. She gets it past the shortstop. Tally scores. Alvarez coming around with the hook slide, crawls back to get her fingertips on the base. She is called safe, and Delta State ends the season for Palm Beach Atlantic with a 4-3 walk-off win. For about the umpteenth time this season, the Lady Statesmen find a way to win a crazy bottom of the seventh 4-3 win over Palm Beach Atlantic, and the Lady Statesmen live to fight another, well, the same day. Getting ready to play Tampa now again. Winner goes home. Loser plays Valdosta tomorrow. So Valdosta beat Tampa earlier in the day, giving the host Spartans their first loss of the double elimination event. The Blazers automatically moved on to Sunday's final, while Delta State and Tampa battled it out to see who would be the other team in that final game. Tampa gets a jump on the Lady Statesmen quickly, scoring 2 in the top of the first and another in the second. Here in the second, Spartans threatening again with runners on second and third, but Miller Maddox back on the mound. She gets that final batter to go down swinging. Top of the third, Maddox gets the first out here when she jumps up to grab the ball, gets the batter at first. The inning ends with a hopper to Taylor Holland at second. No more runs allowed by Delta here. In the bottom of the third, Andrea Cutts sends a hit into left field, but she is stranded on base later. In the fourth, Brooke Klein makes another play at third to get the out, and follows that with the final out of the inning, defending the left side extremely well. More Klein in the fifth with yet another impressive stop and out. First baseman Caitlin Moore joins in, picking up the grounder, tagging the bag. And finally in that inning, shortstop Amber Adcock throws on the run, and Delta State ends the fifth. In the top of the seventh, Tampa keeps trying to get more runs, still at 3-0, but the Delta defense continues to hold strong. Center fielder Memory Corley grabs the ball in the outfield. Maddox gets a pinch hitter swinging with a throw to first, securing the out. Adding to Maddox's totals, the final batter is also struck out swinging. Unfortunately, the Delta Bats couldn't do much against Tampa's pitcher, and the Lady Statesmen fall to the Spartans 3-0.
Sure, I don't know what they thought we would do, and we just knew what we thought we wanted to do and what our goals were. And it was a good win this morning, or 3 o'clock game, whatever. This team has a lot of fight in the postseason. You and I have talked about that a lot, and there was a lot of good at-bats in that last inning, and that was a team inning, and it was a good win and a great way to extend the day. And Tampa's a good team. You know, I tip my hat to them. That pitcher, she threw both games against us. They're well coached. They play down here in a beautiful city and a beautiful park, and I think they're better than us more times than not. I think that's the truth of it. When we only had 2 hits against them right now, I think if it didn't matter if they had 1 run or 20, they were going to win that game. So they're a tough competition, and we competed down here in Tampa. We really did compete. We competed all weekend. I think that's something we should leave here holding our heads high about. Megan just said it best. You know, she said she'll always, she won't ever bleed any other color other than green, and that's me. I mean, I have 12 years in Delta State, and it's home to me. It's home to my family. Having the opportunity to do this, I feel honored, really. It's a privilege for me. You know, I tell the kids it's a privilege to wear the name Delta State, but it's the same for me. I'm not special. I'm no different than them, and it's a privilege for me to have this on and to be able to go through this program, transitioning from a player to a grad assistant to a head coach. You know, I'm lucky to get to do what I do every day. Gosh, she's unbelievable. You know, you hate to throw her and waste her. When the first game was over, she was about to pass out. She was exhausted. She was beat. She was missing the zone a little bit late in the game. I kind of felt like she needed that break. You know, I didn't expect Taylor to go in there and give up 2 runs, and that hurt, and it set the wrong tone for us. But again, 2 runs or 20. We didn't score any, so I don't think it was going to matter. I do believe Miller needed the break. She was really looking rough toward the end of the first game, and there's not enough breaks in these tournaments. You know, it's not a it should be 1 game a day, and it's just not. So, but Miller's unbelievable. She's a special kid to coach, and she's been a joy. It does. What it says about this team is that they don't quit. They never quit. They fight to the end, and they've been really big on that with each other. And that's exactly what that last inning was. They got a lot of runners on. I mean, it was 2 outs, and then 4 base runners got on base, and then the winning hit from Adcock, which I believe was her first hit in the tournament. They fight and they never quit, and that's why we've won the way we have in the last few weeks, and that sums up this team. I think people will notice us a little bit more, I do, and whether or not they do, I don't care. I always tend to lean toward the side of worrying about ourselves. But I think, you know, the other GSC school here, I think they were pulling for us. You know, we had a lot of kind words from coaches and players across the conference. So I think a lot of people are pulling for us. I think a lot of people want to see us win, and I think that's a testament to the way these kids carry themselves on and off the field. They're good players and they're good people, and I'd like to believe that they're disciplined and structured, and they carry themselves well, and people notice that. I think in this tournament we were probably the underdog coming in the 7th spot, so people like to see the underdog win. They can see the fight in this team, and I think that's something special that other people notice it. So it was fun to watch.
A tough 3-0 loss to Tampa ends the season for Delta State softball here at the NCAA Division II South Region Tournament. But what a great tournament for the Lady Statesmen, turning some heads, proving they can play with the best teams in the country. In Tampa, Florida, for GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.